Colorado's got a big commit coming in out of high school, and JuJu Lewis. What were those conversations like? Because obviously playing time and getting a chance to show what you can do is a big part of committing somewhere. So did they promise anything? Did they tell you this, you'll get a chance, an opportunity? What did they say to you that gave you the confidence of, I've got a shot to make my name here as well?
Yeah, no promises, all competition, and I'm willing to come in and compete. JuJu, he's a younger guy, of course, so they wanted somebody in the room that can mentor him and help him come into college and feel comfortable, and they felt like I was that guy that can do that. I also feel like I'm that guy that can do that. I've met JuJu at the Elite 11. I was an Elite 11 counselor this year. So I've met JuJu before, and I just recently met him again once I went out there for the bowl game. Very, very cool dude, and he's a playmaker. One of the best quarterbacks in his class. So just being able to compete and go out there and do what we have to do and help each other, build each other up. So it's all love over there, and it'll be a great competition between us, and that'll be that. It was no promises, all competition.
What's the ultimate goal?
Of course, QB1.
Okay. And the league, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Got to ask them.
I like that interview. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Bernard Watts. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts on this Sunday, first Sunday of the year. At this time, just want to wish everyone a happy new year. Hope this year be a blessing to you as well as your entire family as we continue to do the things that you want to do and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Also, I would like to say special thanks to all of you who have Cash App me so far this year. Appreciate you. Nothing but love to you. I hope you receive my Cash App during the holidays. The ones who sent me a Cash App, I sent you one right back for the Christmas holidays. And I hope each one of you receives. All right? Appreciate it. Tonight, we're getting ready to talk about Colorado two quarterbacks. That's Kellen Salter and JuJu Lewis. You saw the highlights a while ago of Kellen Salter. I think he's a well-mannered guy. You see that his parents are behind him, and it's going to be an interesting competition going into Colorado camp this year. Kellen Salter I think he's going to be the real deal. So let me bring up Coach Dre, and we're going to get right into the show. All right? Big dog.
What's going on, Papa?
Shoot, everything level down here, man. Everything level. I hope everything good with you and your family, bro.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. Appreciate start a new year and we ready to rock and roll. Bro won't be on tonight.
Yes, sir.
He a little under the weather, so it'll just be me and you.
We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. We hope everything all right with it. I'll take this time to say Happy New Year to you and to your family also. I pray that God give you everything and everything that you prayed for and everything that you deserve, as well as your family.
Appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
All right, let's get into the show. All right, check this out, Coach Ray. We got two quarterbacks coming in. I like both of them, but they got experienced quarterback coming in is Kellen Salter. Like I said, transfer in for Liberty, 6'1", 200 pounds, in 35 games now at Liberty. This threw for almost 6,000 yards, 56 TDs, 17 interceptions. He ran for also 2,000 rushing yards, 21 TDs. He had a 5.7 yards per carry. So when you look at him, and when I played the video, I'm sure you already have seen it. What type of player and what type of quarterback is Coach Prime and the Colorado getting out of Kellen Salter?
You getting a playmaker at the quarterback position. The kid, when I watch his highlights, he got a great deep ball, but his legs is what gives people a fit. He's very agile. He's very mobile. You have to account for him in the run game. So what I saw was a lot of RPO plays, and he runs it to perfection. A lot of the touchdowns that I watch is off of that RPO, off of that stick the ball in the belly, pull the ball out, see what's downfield. But he has a great deep ball, and he has a confidence. He got that kind of CU swag with him when you watch him play, and the way he get up after you make plays and stuff like that. I think he fits right into what Colorado is. Like I say, he's a seasoned quarterback. I don't want nobody to think because he played at Liberty and he played against lesser talent, or what we consider lower level, that he's not as good. He played against Oregon. I think they played against a couple of other big time football schools, and that kid stood up in the paint. I went and watched it a little bit today, just to see if I see the highlights, but I like to watch full games because full games kind of tell me a little more about the ups and downs and the even flow. So I went and watched the Oregon game, and the kid held his own against Oregon. So I know he can play. One thing I know about Prime is he going to bring in guys he feel like want to compete. You saw in that interview, nothing was promised. We've been telling y'all that from the get-go. Prime not promising nobody nothing. So that's what I told y'all with JuJu. He didn't promise him that he was just, hey, when Shedeur leave, you're going to be the starter. It's going to be competition in the room because competition breeds better play. So, but yes, what Salter brings to the table is a guy who's played big-time football and a leadership role. He can make the throws, but the most dynamic part of his game is what he does with his legs. So that's what I'm most looking forward to seeing with Salter. It's gonna be a battle, but I don't. Again, JuJu's a 17-year-old kid, so I think Prime understands that. I think you just throwing that kid in the fire. And like I say, when you look at those first 7 games that we got, I mean, just coming out the boat, you got Georgia Tech, and what we know is if JuJu beats out Salter, that he's ready to play big time football. That's what you'll know. That's what you'll know. So I think that's the measuring stick for them. So that's the biggest thing.
That's a good point, Coach Ray. I say the same thing. Just because this guy came from Liberty, don't underestimate this dude. Talent, like you said, I watched it also. This dude is accurate with that deep ball. If this line that Coach Prime and his staff putting together can hold up, he will have a higher completion percentage, I think, on the year. And I think he's really going to start. Now, if he don't start, that means JuJu did good. He did well, and he challenged him. And they saw something in JuJu for him to start. But when I also look at Salter, he brings another dimension into the offense, Coach Dre, and that's when he run that football. It threw 2 years ago, he ran for 1,000 yards, along with almost 3,000 yards passing. So the offense, even though we want a running game, even though I think I heard you say this offense is going to be similar to when Starr was quarterbacking with Utah. But if it does go like that, the running dimension that Salter brings, it will mean that the offense is going to be more powerful this year. I ain't gonna say more power, more balance this year than last year with his running ability.
Again, if you go look at what Liberty ran, you see a lot more 11 personnel, a lot of 12 personnel. Again, the offense will look different, guys. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to tell y'all say that, and it's gonna look different. Shador is the kind of quarterback that he grew into the kind of quarterback of a Peyton Manning, a Tom Brady type of quarterback, a guy that where you give the guys the key to the city to where he can audible plays, and that's why sometimes you saw us go all the way down to 3 to 4 seconds before we got the playoff because Shador up there changing plays. Shador told you I'm the coach on the football field. It's not many quarterbacks gonna tell you that. So yes, the offense is gonna look different. We're gonna have a lot more 11 and 12 personnel out there, and a guy like Salters, that's what he come from. I think we got good backs.
Right.
And then like I say, the offensive line that we're putting together, I think that we're gonna be ready to go. I always tell you need anywhere from 12 to 13 guys that's ready to play. And that's gonna always be my motto. That's gonna always be what I'm looking for when you're talking about college ball.
Right.
But Salter is seasoned. You know, I know all y'all like to have season on your meat. Yeah. Well, he's seasoned. He done played big boy football. Again, BWatts told you he has a great deep ball. That's the one thing that was very impressive in his highlights, and then when I went back and I watched the game, that he has a great deep ball. And he tried to get the ball out of his hands, and a player's never dead with him. When he's back there, it's a couple of plays that I saw him. It looked like it shouldn't have been nothing happened, and he just went and made something happen with his legs. And that's a trait that's going to be successful if the line doesn't hold up as good as we want it to. So that's always a plus because, again, you can't sit a 17-year-old kid back there if the line ain't blocking and these guys are just teeing off. And like I say, you're gonna have to do a lot of motions and a lot of things of that nature. But Salter, I think he's going to push to be quarterback one. I won't be surprised if he is the starter. Again, I don't want nobody to get upset if he's the starter. Oh, we looking for the future. JuJu will have 4 years left. JuJu has already said he doesn't mind if he's not starting. All he wanted was the opportunity, and that's all you can give somebody is an opportunity to start. Like I told you, if JuJu comes in and he beats out Salters, that lets you know we got a real deal ball player. I mean, we got a real deal ball player.
Good point, Coach Dre. So when you look at JuJu side of the ball, right? As a coach and a young guy coming in, and if he tuning in, me and him connect over there on Instagram. If he tuned in, I told him to tune in. I don't know if he got a message or not or something like that. If he tuned in, what advice would you give him? You're a father, you're a coach also. What kind of advice that you would give him coming into the Colorado quarterback situation?
The one thing that I saw that I was very proud of is he's not trying to change who he is because he's coming to Colorado. And because he's not trying to be Shador Sanders. He's trying to be JuJu Lewis. I just want him to be himself. Whatever floats his boat, that's what I want him to do. Again, guys, he's really a 26 kid. I've had the pleasure of watching this kid grow up. My son is a 26 kid. We all came up in that youth football league. He played with the Atlanta Ducks, and they were a high-potent youth program. We had the Gainesville Rattlers. We were a high-pro program. So I got to see that kid come up through the ranks. And for you to walk into high school at any high school and play as a true freshman and take your high school to the state championship in Georgia in big-time football, that lets you know what kind of ball player he is. But I just want him to be himself. It's going to be a little different because, again, you get to go. You used to going home, sleeping in your bed, doing this, and this. Now you're at school. You're by yourself. Again, guys, I won't be surprised if one of his parents is not there with him. I just wouldn't be surprised.
You think so?
I just won't be surprised, bro. Like I say, he just is turning 17. Like I can see if he was gonna turn 18 coming up.
Yeah, you right about that.
He just turned 17. We have a great family. We got a great family oriented program. But again, that's turning your kid over to somebody else for the first time, and things of that nature. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I just want him to be himself. I don't want him to do nothing extraordinary. Shador has already said that he's going to be there training in Colorado. So he's gonna be able to be there with Shador and talk with Shador, working out with Select QB is his quarterback's coach. So he'll have all the tools necessary and all the resources. So just be yourself. Do what you do best. And what he does best is throw the football. He reads defenses very well. He's not as mobile as Salter, but he can move. And so that's the biggest thing is I just want him to be himself. I want him to get comfortable. I'm glad that he came. He's coming in this spring so he can get a spring practice under his belt, a winter workout before the spring practice. So that's the biggest thing for him. But I just want him to be himself. I don't want him to try to do anything other than what's been successful for him, because that's what he has to do.
Yeah, like I say, I watched JuJu. I know for the last 2 years here in Georgia, they show this game every Friday night. Every now and then I would go and check out it. The boy bad, Coach Dre. I have to give it to him. He tough. He accurate with the football. He's a competitor. I think he gonna push for that starting position now. He might not get it, but he gonna push for it. He have the ability to compete for that starting position, and just gotta see how this thing turn out. But like you said a while ago, the advantage that Salter have is gonna be his rushing ability. Cause that boy get up out of that boy. Salter get out there and run that thing, man. So it's gonna be interesting. So when you look at Stubbs and Ponder, and you look at all of the quarterback room, how you think our quarterback room is? It better this year than it was last year? I know that we got Shador over there this year, last year, but overall, the group wise.
Overall, the group wise, probably because you can never replace a Shador Sanders. So that's let's just be frank with that. I don't know what that room. I want to see what after the spring what this room gonna look like, because I don't know if everybody's gonna stay. Just being honest with you, and nobody told me that. I've talked to nobody. I don't know if everybody in that room is gonna stay, because right now you're saying Salter, JuJu, Stubbs, and Ponder. I don't know if all of those guys are going to stay. Right now, that's a good room. You get what I'm saying? We got to always remember that it's only 105 roster spots.
Oh yeah.
And everybody has to be on scholarship. So that's our biggest, and that's our biggest guy. So whoever is that fourth guy, he's probably going to be the guy that's running the scout team for us, doing practices and stuff of that nature. So like I said, I just don't know how it's going to look. Right now, it's a good room. It's a very good room. You got Staub in there, who's been there, who knows the offense. You got a guy like Salter coming in, who's played college ball at a big time level, and then you have you got the freshman coming in JuJu. So and I think we got one. I think we had one more kid that was that's there as well, but I think he was just a kid that was like running the scout team. But the room is good. Like I said, you can never replace a guy that's going to be the number one, maybe the number one draft pick. So, but let's see what the room looks like after that 10-day that 10-day window for the portal in the spring, and you pretty much know what your team will look like.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like I don't think all four are gonna stay either. I think one gonna end up leaving, and they got potential to start anyway. Special partner. I wouldn't mind seeing partner go to Michael Vick, but Michael Vick picked up somebody today.
Yeah, he picked up him a quarterback. Yeah, he picked up a quarterback today. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I was thinking that as well. That you might send Ponder down there with Vic, send them to Delaware with Jackson, but I think both of them have a quarterback already lined up. So
yeah. I thought Michael Vick, he picked up him a 3-star quarterback from Kennesaw that I been checking it out. Last year I heard about it, and boy, I said, boy, Michael Vick got him. Boy, they finna roll out that boy. That boy good, man. From my home state of Georgia, from Kennesaw State. But also, I want to talk about we picked up some recruits today. From who that? McGill, a center from Louisiana Tech. This dude allowed 2 sacks out of over 2 seasons, out of 685 passing block snaps. So when we add him to the room, that made Miller he decommitted. I don't know if you heard that or not. Carter Miller, he decommitted. So we picked up another sitter to compete with Cash Cleveland. It's going to be interesting how that turn out. Both of them about the same size too, Coach Ray.
yeah, they're about the same size. The only thing is this guy's again, like I just said, this guy's season. But we know what Cash is. We know he's gonna work another year of getting in here in this weight room with Coach Mo and this this strength and conditioning staff. Even though our strength and conditioning staff gonna look a little different with one of our strength and conditioning staff coaches getting promoted, going on to UCLA. So it's gonna be some new faces also in that room.
Right.
So, but we know Coach Mo. We know Coach Mo is a great strength and conditioning coach. We'll have these guys ready to go. The guy from Louisiana Tech, he's a center, but I think he also can play a little guard. So we feel good about where we at right now with the offensive line. Again, Coach Prime, if y'all just be quiet sometime and listen, I'm going to keep telling y'all that. Coach Prime tells y'all the answers to the test every time. He knows what's leaving. He knows what's coming in because he tells y'all, I know within 5 seconds or 5 minutes of meeting the kid if he's for my program or not. I think y'all be looking at names. And, again, I think when kids hit the portal, they need to stop saying he was a 2003, 4, or 5-star because them stars don't matter once you get to college. What you did in high school has nothing to do with what you did in college. If you've been in college a little while, it doesn't matter. So keep bringing up this kid was a 5-star and 4-star when he was in high school. It doesn't matter. Cash was a no-star. Cash was a no-star, and he played at one of the best high schools in the country. At IMG, and he started. If you don't know, IMG has 2 teams. So they got an A team and a B team. The A team is the kid that you see get all the offers and get all the recruits, and then they got another team where kids pay to come to this school. And so Cash didn't play on that team. Cash played on the A team and started on the A team. So stars and what people are rating rating people that I don't look at that. I need to see you play. I need to see what you can do down in the when it gets crunch time. So bringing this kid in is great for us. Another lineman to go with what we already got. And I don't think we're done yet with offensive linemen.
Yeah, like I said, I looked at this guy. I ain't looked at no film work on him. I was just reading up on him. I was reading on the website of the school. Look like he's gonna be a pretty good guy, man. McGill. Look like he's gonna be pushing for that starting position too. So, but Cash Cleveland,
I mean, from what I've seen, he was gonna probably be better than Carter Miller to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's gonna be better than Carter Miller. I mean, the kid he's stronger.
Yeah, he's strong.
Watching my guy Buff News Daily here right now. So I mean, like I told you, man, we just gotta with offensive linemen, it's about finding your groove and finding you some guys that want to work. Again, offensive line is a want to move you business. You got to take a man that you know want to come and destroy you. You got to try to move this man off his spot, and that's something major that you got to want to do. So I like where we're going with the offensive line. Like I said, I like these young boys we got coming in. I'm glad that we got them to get in for bowl practice because we got to see Gooden, we got to see Cardell.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We got the big guy from Texas. We got the big guy from Texas A&M, and then we got the guys coming back, and we can't count those guys out. I think some of our guys had to play. Some of our guys had to play out of position last year, and I think that made them look, not looking the best of their ability. Maybe with us getting what we need to get in, they can go back to the spot that they originally played. But everybody gonna have to come with their best, because I know Coach Prime gonna play his best five right out the gate.
Yeah, I hope so, Coach. I really hope that's my concern. Will Coach Prime play his best player out the gate against Georgia Tech? I'm glad you said that.
Well, I don't. I think he played his best.
Coach Ray, don't start that. I don't want Coach Ray. I don't want to start. No, he didn't, Coach Ray. No.
Okay.
Coach Ray, no.
Well, who was better? Okay.
This ain't the show I want to do that with. Yeah, I got some people watching tonight. I got some sponsors watching. I don't want to get in that. But check this out, Coach Ray. Now, what type of offense you think Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo need to run with Salter? Because I think it'll be a different offense with Salter and JuJu. I think it's going to be a RPO type of offense, right? With Salter.
I think he's going to be RPO either way it goes. I just know RPO is just a run. It's a run pass option. When you have a running quarterback, it's just better, but it doesn't mean that the quarterback you don't have to have a Salter type of quarterback to run the RPO. I think JuJu could, I don't think.
You think JuJu can run an RPO?
You have to change the offense for either one.
You think JuJu can run an RPO offense?
Pat Sherm. Yeah, because all it is well, listen to what I'm telling you. It's not you're going off of that I want him to run. It's about the illusion of us. Are we gonna hand the ball off and make that running back and make that linebacker come up? All I need you to do is make one false step. And now I pull the ball and I can throw it. And we know that JuJu can deliver the football. So it's not actually about the running part. Salter just gives you a better chance with running the ball. You get what I'm saying? Now he makes that linebacker during they have to spy be committed to the running back. You get what I'm saying? But it doesn't. But with JuJu, you can still do the same thing. They did it with Shador. You saw Shador do it. It just nobody believed Shador was gonna run the football. So that's why when he took off and run, it was great alleys because you didn't have to. Nobody accounted for Shador. They were just accounting for the running back, not for the quarterback. Well, when Salter's in there, you're gonna have to account for the quarterback. When JuJu's in there, it's okay. But again, don't let JuJu is way more athletic than people think. So I'm not gonna sit there and say the kid's not athletic. He just is a great passer of the football. But he can run he can do it if he has to. I just think we're gonna see a lot of 11 and 12 man personnel. I think you're gonna see we got some good tight ends coming in, so I think we're gonna see a lot more tight end sets. A lot more tight end sets. Moving the tight end to the H-back and stuff like that. I just think you're going to see a lot more motion in the offense this year than you saw last year. But I don't really think you got to change the offense. I don't think you got to change the offense for either one of them. I think all of those guys can run.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Like I say, yeah, that's a good take. That's a good take. Now, also his brother committed also from TCU, the linebacker, Kellen Salter. He played for Coach Prime, thank you for Truth. He also committed as a linebacker. So when you look at the linebacker room, that we also had another one commit French from UTSA. This dude had 80 tackles, 1 sack. He's 6'2", about 225. Like I said, just because he's coming from a G5 level, right? It doesn't mean that dude he got the numbers he's been producing at a lower level. That you know, this dude is a tackling machine, man.
I'll just tell y'all this. Y'all remember that.
See, people looking for us to bring somebody in from Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, who started, but it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that.
And just because, again, y'all look at these guys done been 3 or 4 places.
And chasing that money.
After a while, you got to start looking at and you got to start looking at yourself. Because you want somebody to promise you something. You want somebody to hand you something. You want somebody to say, hey, man, when you get here, we going to start you. Well, that ain't what Prime finna do.
Right.
So I'm finna go down to this lower level and find me some kids, some dogs that want to come up here and prove that they supposed to be here. Again, Nakai Hill Green, I know what everybody going to say, oh, well, he started at Michigan. He didn't play 1 snap at Michigan.
Played at Charlotte.
He got his work at Charlotte, and these guys that's coming in got the same numbers that Hill Green had when he was at Charlotte.
Right, so do same numbers.
So they got the same numbers. So y'all going by, I told you, y'all getting caught up in the names and the fame, and not. You need to look at the tape and watch what these guys are doing. They're ball players, and they come in and they got something to prove, and that's why I go so hard for Coach Hart when people give him a hard time, is because he's going out and finding kids that you didn't think was going to be great. And then they become great, and now all of a sudden, no. The kid from Jacksonville State, and this kid that we just got today, like I say, Salter's younger brother, those guys are Salter's younger brother was, y'all see, he came to college, he was a recruit last year for Colorado. That picture he got with the Colorado uniform, he was on their list. He was on the list to come. He was a guy that they were seeking after. He didn't come. He went to TCU. That didn't work. So now I'm coming here where I have the opportunity. And then you can't sleep on nobody that's already there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Gage Goldberg was on every special team. He dressed. He did not redshirt. Gage Goldberg did not redshirt, and it wasn't because his daddy's name Goldberg. It's because the kid can play. You got the young kid Garcia that's still there. You got JB to come back, right? You got Webster. You got Webster there, who calls and fumbles and can move around, and we know what kind of kid he is. So I think our linebacker room is as good as it is right now. We might get us one more, which would be good. But I like where we're headed with what we're doing. And again, guys, don't get caught up in, because every time a kid leave from Alabama or a kid leave from here, hey, you better go look and see why they leaving from Alabama, why they leaving from Tennessee, Because it's a reason. And if this they third school, it's really, you got to start really looking at the kids.
Red
Because,
flag.
okay, I understand you chasing the money, but I also understand that you don't want to compete. Because if you ain't got on the football field and you just leaving, what we talking about? What are we talking about? So that's the biggest thing with this transfer portal. It can show, it can help, but it also shows a lot of frauds. Look at the guy Rashada from Georgia, right? The quarterback. He came to Florida. Yeah, he leaving Georgia.
Oh man, no, Coach Joe.
He was supposed to come here. I'm gonna tell you why he didn't come to Florida. Because he wanted the Anthony Richardson treatment. He thought he was gonna get all the endorsements and all the stuff that my kid had. But my kid was a hometown kid. So when he got here and he didn't get what he was supposed to get, I want out of my contract. They let him out. He went to Arizona State. Didn't play not nan down. Took whatever, not a snap. Took whatever money they gave him. Hit the transfer portal. Came to Georgia. Ain't played nan snap. Couldn't even beat out the kid, whoever they played after Beck got hurt. And now you in the transfer portal again. So tell me who. So now who we start looking at? Y'all still looking at the kid, or y'all looking at everybody else? It's time to start looking at the kid. But again, all money ain't good money, guys. All money ain't good money.
Man, I ain't know that, man. Gosh, boy, you don't get the transfer portal again, man. He don't finna
play. He not finna play.
He don't want to play no
football.
Play in Georgia. They had about two over in front of him anyway.
They just signed another 5-star in this class.
Yeah.
So he knew he wasn't finna play. Yeah. Nah, he knew he wasn't finna play. So you'll see him probably at a G4 level. He might have to go down to HBCU, Division I AA. I guarantee you no big time school gonna pick him up.
Yeah, his history showing you don't want to compete, man. And they're gonna catch up with it. So man, I ain't know that, bro. That's amazing, man. Yeah, that's a problem with that. They got to fix that transfer portal, Coach Dre. I mean, I love that's what I'm reading right here. This Quincy Ivory said over there on X. He said, "I love the transfer portal for players' empowerment, but it feels like some of the guys are missing out on valuable lessons about pushing through adversity. The biggest problem is parents. They don't realize they are teaching their kids to run instead of fighting when the things get tough."
I told people this from the jump. It's not always the kids. Like, let's just take JuJu, for instance. JuJu, a 17-year-old kid, he a minor. When he signs his letters, his parents have to sign with him, right?
Right.
So and again, guys, a lot of these kids from the apartments, and y'all know what that means. So when these coaches realize the situation these kids in, all we got to do is throw some money at them.
Right.
They gonna bite because they need it.
Yeah.
Hey, mama comes, like, even if the kid might not be feeling you like that, or feeling your school like that, you bring the mama out the door and be like, "Hey, mama, now listen, now we can get you a new house, we can get you out of here, we can make sure you get a better job, we can make sure you do this, and this, and this. I just gotta make sure he gonna sign." Okay, and the mama go in there, and then she jump down on the kid and tell the kid where he gotta go. It's a lot of stories of that went on, that goes on. That
right.
The parents make the kids go to a certain school because they done took this money or took these promises. And then, like you say, you got to teach loyalty. You got to teach that. That ain't just some kids just know right off the top. They don't know that. And if you teach them to just go run around and do this and this, and the thing is now, not only is it bad in college, it's getting bad in high school. I told you here in Florida, you can go, you can play football like at my high school. You can play football for us And right after football season, you can transfer to another high school to play basketball if you want to be on a good basketball team. They making it easy for kids to, and now kids are controlling it and not coaches. Coaches too busy having to try to kiss butt and try to keep kids to play because kids holding coaches hostage. And that's what you can't, and that's what Prime not finna let you do. A guy like Coach Prime ain't finna kiss your butt and do all of that. Oh, you want to come? That's cool. If you want to come, that's cool. But if you don't want to come, okay, I'm not doing all of that. And that's what we got to teach young men. And that's just with the world. That's why the world is the way it is. Because when we was coming up, that ain't how it was. You get what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, my grandma would have, if Deion Sanders would have came to my house, and let's just say Steve Spurrier, Urban Meyer right here in Gainesville, Florida, would have came to my grandma's house with my mama and would have been like, hey, Coach Dre, a good ball player, this, that, and the other. We're going to give you $250,000. We're going to get you a new house and a new car. Bam. And Coach Prime would have came in there and told my grandma, hey, I can't promise y'all all of that. I can promise y'all that I'm going to make him a better young man. He going to understand what it is to be a man, what it is to do this, and this. My mama going to look at that coach at Florida and say, listen, I've been getting by with this young man without y'all little $100,000, $200,000 my whole life. I want my grandson to be a better person. And that's why that character part and what Coach Prime looking for is major. It's major because kids don't have that character no more. Right. It's like you selling your kid to the highest dollar, and then they not even playing. And so now you got the money, but your son ain't happy. He calling you every week, telling you, "Mama, I can't play. I ain't playing. I'm fourth on the depth chart. Ain't no need of y'all coming to the game because I ain't getting in." And you wondering all your son life he been the guy. Now he ain't the guy because sometimes you blocking your blessings chasing this money. I say that again for y'all back there in the back. Sometimes y'all blocking y'all blessings chasing this money. Cause it just ain't worth it. If my child ain't gonna be happy, ain't nothing more important to me than my child being happy and him being able to play. And most of these kids, they've been playing their whole lives. They've been that guy. They've been a starter. They don't know what sitting on the bench is. They don't know what none of that is. And so now you asking this guy to come in here that's used to playing, and now he's not playing, huh?
Yeah.
But you want,
that's a hard pill to swallow. Ain't it? That pride, boy.
And then, like you say, mental health is real. Now these kids, they doubting themselves. They don't know. Now, like I told you, these kids come back from high school and they go to asking us, Coach, was I really not that good? Because I can't get on the field here at college. I told y'all think when you in high school, you think your talent is just going to carry you. But when everybody is as talented as you got to be able to work harder than other people. That's what Cash showed you last year. Yeah, these guys might be more talented than me, but ain't nobody going to work harder than me. I'm going to know everything I'm supposed to do. So when it's my turn, and when opportunity, like Coach Prime said at the end of the game, if you watch the Willow video, he say when opportunity, you got to be prepared when opportunity presents itself. We wasn't prepared tonight when opportunity presented itself, and that's what a lot of kids start doing. They start resting on their morals. I'm just better than you. Okay, but you was better than me then, but you're not working as hard as me. You're not doing the little things that you're supposed to do. And that's the thing that Coach Prime tried to get these young men to understand. Like everybody might say, well, why he be so harping on the getting here on time and being 15 to 10 minutes early or late? Well, what if these kids don't make it to the NFL and they have a regular job? Showing up not on time, not getting to work, that gets you fired. So I'm showing you exactly what's going to happen if you do this in the real world. You see what the Miami Heat did to Jimmy Butler? They said, just go to the house for a few days. So it's even happening in the professional world. So every kid ain't for Colorado, y'all. Every kid ain't for us. Because you get kids in here that's all about themselves, then you get a team full of guys in here that's all about themselves, and that's not what we want. And that's not what Coach Prime gonna bring in here. He gonna put together the best product he can put together. And more than anything, guys, why y'all think Shador them training in Colorado? They doing. Shador told y'all, I'm training in Colorado. I'm doing everything. My draft party gonna be in Colorado. We ain't going nowhere. Cause this my daddy. This ain't now he my daddy. He ain't my coach no more. He my daddy. So now he said I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure Colorado get the best football team. Cause now this it ain't about just me. Now it's just about my daddy. And I ain't finna let nobody come in and mess up what we done built and what we done put blood, sweat, and tears in. And that's what it's gotta be about. And them the kind of guys you want around.
Boy, that Coach Dre cooking tonight, boy. Hey, y'all watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Got the legendary himself, Coach Dre, dropping them gems down here for y'all. Y'all don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Coach Dre, when you look at the process that Coach Prime is taking, right? I'm sure he's being careful, but there are some people out there want to know. I mentioned a while ago, just a little, that really want to know, and they be inboxing me, and I just say, hey, just got to trust Coach Prime over there on Instagram. They want to know why Coach Prime don't go and get those 4 and 5 stars.
Coach Prime.
Okay, before I came on, let me give you an example. Let me read. Let me see, can I find over there on Instagram? They told me. We had a visitor. I think other words, I ain't got time to find. Other words, we had a commitment to come in, right? But Belichick came in and took him from the offensive line. And that's where they hit me at it. Asked me, said, man, we let Belichick got one of our players, man. I thought Coach Prime them had some money, man. What's going on? I said, maybe Coach Prime know what he doing. You got to trust the process. He know who want to compete. And Coach Prime ain't finna throw no money at you, and that's what you're looking for now. He just ain't finna do that. He done told you he ain't gonna do that.
And that's the point that bothers me with us. Y'all not listening. Y'all so busy trying to overtalk what he got going on. Y'all trying to tell him what he need to do. He done told you what he looking for. If you don't meet that criteria, then hey, it's okay. The kid he talking about is the kid from Prairie View A&M. He came on a visit. And maybe about 10 to 15 minutes ago, he committed to Bill Belichick in North Carolina. Well, why y'all think Bill Belichick trying to go after the same kids Coach Prime wants? That's the real question you need to ask. Why Belichick wants the same? Why Coach Belichick want the same kids Coach Prime want? Because everybody in college football is following the Deion Sanders mold.
Thank you.
Everybody. You see, Belichick got up there and gave y'all that rah-rah, and y'all, did nobody say nothing. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, okay, that's good. Well, Prime told y'all that when he came to Jackson State. He said, I got a philosophy. This how college football finna be. I'm gonna use this transfer portal. I'm not gonna be so enticed with getting high school kids. I'm gonna go out here and use this transfer portal like I do, like the NFL use the free agency. Oh, that's stupid, Coach Prime. Why won't you get some? Man, we need to get some high school kids in here, man. Get some young talent. Yeah. Well, when Bill Belichick said that at his press conference, did nobody utter a word? Did nobody say nothing about it was dumb? Did nobody call him silly? Nobody called him stupid, right? But Coach Prime told y'all this 4 years ago, and it was a problem. Again, Belichick trying to get the same kids that Coach Prime is getting. The reason is Coach Belichick understands, just like Coach Prime understands, what it takes to get to the next level. This kid came from an HBCU that we talking about. So that just lets you know how good the HBCUs are getting, because this kid is being flaunted out by two of the best coaches, what considered the greatest coach in the NFL, and right now the best coach in college football. But he might have got here and realized, again, some of these guys, they go to beating their chest. Oh, everybody talking about me. And this is the thing, adults. Now that you adults, y'all messing up things. Even us as fans was messing up things. I give y'all a little example. That same interview with Salter, when talking to his mom said, you know, I was kind of worried about my baby coming to Colorado because.
Oh yes, you did say that.
I see the way the fans. I see the way the fans act and how they be acting in the spaces and how they talk about kids and do this and this and that. And I didn't know if I really wanted my baby to be involved in that. Well, let me let y'all in on a little secret. It's a few kids whose parents didn't want their kids to come to Colorado because of the way we act or the way y'all act. Because the way me, BWatts, Rob the man, the way we act with this positive stuff, that's the way it's going to have to be. Like, I'm just telling y'all in this new year, this is the way we going to keep it. Because y'all want to support him so much and y'all want him to succeed so much. But these are young men. Y'all never, like, however many people we got in here, all of these people aren't talking in the chat with y'all, right? If somebody mama might be watching us. Somebody brother might be watching us. Somebody uncle might be watching us. Somebody cousin or they agent. You get what I'm saying? And y'all come on here and you downgrade a kid because he made a mistake. Like you ain't never made a mistake in life. Like you ain't never did nothing wrong in life. And I mean, y'all go to the, and from what I've been told, y'all, I mean, it be outrageous. Right? But y'all want what's best for Deion Sanders and Coach Prime. Miss us with that. Okay? Just miss me with that this year. Because that ain't what you want. You want to get on here and act like I told y'all. They just say, Coach Dre, hey, you can't do Colorado content no more, this, that, and other. Hey, you know what? I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to still be Coach Dre. Right. I'm going to be Coach Dre in the city of Gainesville. Because I ain't doing this for no fame or no fortune. I'm doing this because, like I say, my brothers like to do this, and I like to show people that we can get on here and talk. We can get on here and talk football and not have to cuss and fuss each other out. Listen, I'm going to let BWatts go after this. It's a young man 2 weeks ago got shot and killed because they was arguing about football at work. He got shot and killed because him and his coworkers having an argument at work about football. See, when you get negative, once you start losing an argument, just like anything in life, when you start losing an argument, what you do, you get personal. You go to talking about people's personal things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I done seen people get in here and say, oh, Coach Dre what's going on with Coach Dre? Coach Dre always sitting in his car. Coach Dre got a house full of children, always at his house. I'm sitting right out front of my house every day when I do these shows. But, hey, that's why I feel comfortable at. But I don't feel no type of way. But, see, you get personal with somebody. And now you go to talking about them this way and that way. And now it done become personal. The man go out to his car, get his gun, come back in here and shoot and kill the kid, the young man, with a family and kids, because y'all arguing about football. So God tell you all the time, the tongue is the most powerful thing in the world.
Oh yeah, it's how you say it, man.
Again, I told y'all 2 weeks ago on here, you can be right, but the way you say it make you wrong. Okay. It's about the presentation, BWatts.
All right, no.
You get what I'm saying? It ain't about it. Okay, a kid playing bad. You get on here and say, oh, he trash, he did this, that. Hey, man, he just didn't have it today. Man, yeah, bro, he missed some throws. It's the way you talk about it. People can take that. But don't nobody want to get on here and listen to somewhere where they think it's safe for them to come and listen to you talk about the team and you supposed to support them. And you come on here and you bashing them, and you taking them through the mud, and you treating them, and like I say, these still young men. Some of them ain't never really had no adversity like this. So now they got to deal with this. Look at what y'all did to Travis. Look at what they did to Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that's one uncalled for, man.
You see what I'm saying? So like I'm telling y'all,
understand. It just didn't affect Travis. It affect Coach Prime. It affect the players. It affect everybody who connected with that dude. You don't rock with him all year long, and he went through one thing off social media, and majority of the people, they couldn't turn on him because he was winning, so they found any little thing. And most of them really weren't coming at Travis. They really were coming at Prime about the situation.
And that's what it all, but see, that's the thing. And he keep telling y'all, stop trying to handle my kids because you don't like me. It's cool that you don't like me. I'm okay with you not liking me, but don't do that to my kids because you don't like me. That ain't got like right. If you don't like me, you just don't like me. I don't know what I done to you, not for you to like me, but it's cool. Me and Rob went through that. We know people don't like us. Oh, y'all kiss butts, man. Y'all too positive. Y'all too this, and this. We fine with that. Because at the end of the day, I'ma still get up and I'ma still be me. Cause I ain't trying to change. I'm not trying, because again, the world got too much going on in it. Y'all see what happened right at the beginning of the new year? Y'all worry about that's the kind, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all talking about being negative or worry about what somebody else going through. You better worry. Like I said, when I come on here, I tell y'all, I'm just a nobody trying to bless somebody. Because somebody might need to hear this word. Somebody might need to be uplifted. Somebody might be down in the dumps when they come in here on Sunday night. They know when they come in, hey, listen, I know I'm going to come in here. Coach Dre going to give me a word. Coach Dre going to give me a word. BWatts going to give me a word. They're going to tell us.
You always do that, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I'm here for. I told y'all I'm living in my purpose. I can't never be wrong because I'm living in my purpose. I ain't trying to do nothing outside of what God wants me to do. That's bless people. And that's what Coach Prime is doing. He told y'all, I thought I was going to be in the pulpit. I thought, I thought I was going to be a pastor or something. But no, this what God got for me to do. He want me to bless these young men. Make these young men better so we can make a better America. Because the more great young men I can produce, the better we can be. And you see the young men that he's producing. He ain't gotta talk. You can just look and see what great men that he can produce. You see the tears coming out of LaJohntay Webster's eyes, and he say, "Me coming to Colorado is the best thing ever happened to me. Coach Prime them changed my life."
Right.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right. I was running across this video of this linebacker that Coach Prime signed, right? Martavius French from UTSA. I'm gonna play just a little. I ain't gonna play it all.
How you doing? It's
Martavius French. How you talk?
One of my identities would be a neighborhood success community coach, and why I'm intrigued with doing that is because I just want to give back and help all the kids that's in my community, Hopefully I can try to take a step and go further to other communities. But first I want to start off with my community and just being a big factor and reaching out to kids, just going through things and would like to need help or need some guidance with it. A reason why I say that, is because just growing up, I really didn't have the right guidance like I needed to until, a man and a couple of men, matter of fact, came into my life, and just took me under their wing and gave me the best direction, the best path to just being a better me. I wouldn't know where I would be without those men for coming and stepping and doing anything that they didn't have to do, to come help me, what I'm saying, become a better man. And that's just what I love, It's all in my heart. That's something I want to do, because if those men could come grab me and turn me to a better character, I know the same results that could happen to future girls and boys, that's younger right now, but don't have the right guidance. It's all about the right guidance with me. And some things that make me unique, I can connect with people well. I've been through a lot of situations, either way just dealing with death with family member, poverty, just anything. I can relate to people with a lot of subjects, and I feel like I can put a smile on anybody's face because I love to be happy, and I love having people happy, and just seeing the best out of them, that's primarily main reason why, you know, why I do this. I want to see people happy, you know, and want to live a life that they want to live, and not one that they was really forced to live, you know. And there's just some things that be going through my mind as I get older and want to help them out. Is there a way that you would like to reach out to me? You know, I will leave my email at martaviusfrench@gmail.com right here in the link, so you can be able to reach out to me. Thank you.
That's the linebacker that signed with Coach Prime today from UTSA. Martavius French, man. That go to show you his character, bro. Coach Prime just ain't going out there getting anybody.
Man, if that kid don't sound like Nakahil Green when he first got here, well, what we talking about, man? Prime ain't silly, man. Prime ain't silly. That's why I told y'all when everybody was up in arms and upset, man, we gonna be okay. Cause he blessed by the best. When you bless, you ain't worried about it. I know what's gonna happen. God let me see what's going on. I know who leaving, who coming. You get what I'm saying? But now you get kids like that who, like you say, who done been through something. The biggest thing is, they right. It's a lot of people leading kids the wrong way. Parents, stay in your kids' life. I tell my kids, I don't care how grown you get. I'm a parent till I die. And
Right.
the only difference is now when you get grown is you can just make the decision if you're gonna listen or not. But that don't mean I'm gonna stop parenting. And I think a lot of parents too busy trying to be their kids' friend. Coach Dre ain't trying to be your friend. I tell my boys all the time. I tell my football players, I show out where you show out. So you out here in front of the school with these girls with your pants half off your butt. I shame you right here in front of all of them. I don't care nothing about all of that. But what y'all come to realize is, you heard what that young man said. Some people stepped in my life and gave me guidance. He was looking for it. He wanted the guidance. It's a lot of these kids that want the guidance, but nobody giving it to them because they a superstar.
Right.
Go listen to Johnny Manziel say how he used to be able to drink at 16 and 17, go into the stores and get the beer and do all of this other stuff. Because I was a superstar in Texas. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no, because people were scared to tell him no because they wanted him to like him. They wanted him to, to be able to say, oh, I know Johnny Manziel, I know him, I know. Hey, listen, that ain't it. That ain't it. But Coach Prime getting quality character guys. That guy is a great character guy to get. The kid from Jacksonville State, I was told, was great, a great character, a ball player, and a guy that a lot of people are gonna be really happy about what they're doing. And we'll get some more guys, fans. Y'all just let him work at his pace. You remember this time last year, what was the thing? Man, who's going to be the defensive coordinator? Man, we ain't got no defensive coordinator. But we need a defensive coordinator. Man, every week go by, we ain't got no defensive coordinator, but we going to be behind the 8 ball. Oh, yeah. Did all that crying. We got the best defensive coordinator in college football because Coach Prime took his time, made sure he got the right guy and got the right fit for his football team. We talking about a guy with no experience, right? A guy with no defensive coordinator experience, just NFL experience. And Coach Prime continues to tell y'all it's about relationships. It's about relationships. Guys, do y'all think Big Greg, Big George been in this room for no reason? Y'all think all these IMG kids just popping up nowhere? Y'all know Coach George coached at IMG for the longest.
I've been trying to tell him.
Do y'all know he was down here in IMG for a long time coaching? He coached most of these guys that we are getting from IMG. He knows the coaches down there. Just like we got a guy that left our coaching staff that went down there last year to be a part of their staff. Like, it's about the relationships that you have and the way people talk about you when you're not around. See, I know what you're going to say about me when I'm in my face. It's about when somebody else call you, what you're going to say.
Good point.
But you get what I'm saying? If somebody called BWatts and ask BWatts, hey, man, what you think about Coach Dre for real? You know what I'm saying? I know you be on the show with him, but what you think about him for real? I ain't never worried about what BWatts going to say.
Good dude.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what takes you a long way. And so let's just be patient. The one thing we'll know about is the strength and conditioning staff, because we report back on the 13th. So we know Coach Mo got to hire. We know Coach Mo got to hire somebody quickly to replace. We got to replace two. I forgot. Yeah. The other one went to the Carolina Panthers right before the season started, so he didn't have to hire nobody right away to cover his spot. So yes, you're gonna have to hire two guys for your strength and conditioning staff. Or we got to find us an offensive line coach. I think we got a couple of analyst jobs that's open, because one of our DB analysts, he went to coach the DBs at UCLA. And so nobody's talking about how Coach Prime is elevating guys. Ever since he's been getting jobs, he's been elevating guys. He took the Jackson State job, right? Listen, this is how we got Coach Mo, guys. Coach Mo wasn't Coach Prime's original strength and conditioning coach. He gets to Jackson State. He hires a guy. Within 2 weeks, the NFL comes calling for this guy. Coach Prime tells him to go take the job in the NFL. Boom, we get Coach Mo. Last year, our first year at Colorado, we get our defensive line coach came from LSU. Mm-hmm. He's there about 2 weeks. NFL team come call and ask him to be the defensive line coach in the NFL. That's how we got Coach Sal. That's how we got Coach Sal last year. Coach Sal was not the first guy that was supposed to be the defensive line coach. So you know Coach Prime is picking the right guys when these guys haven't even coached for him and people coming to get him. And now with Coach Prime winning, what y'all expect? Exactly. I want some of what they got in that room. You see what I'm saying? So everybody gonna be trying to come in here and get these guys off of his staff because they want some of the juice that Coach Prime got. And Coach so Prime
Coach Prime knows he's gonna lose his defensive coordinator so much. He know he's gonna lose him. But guess who we got right there ready to drop in?
Well, that's the thing I don't think people don't understand.
I'll tell you, he got one that ain't gonna drop right in.
If y'all really look at his staff, he always got somebody already prepared. So if something happened mid-season, I ain't got to be in a rush to go find somebody. Big George was there because of the simple fact is we didn't know if Low Host was going to stay that long. Again, this was Low Host's first job, his first room, him having his own room. He was an assistant at Oklahoma. He wasn't the offensive line coach at Oklahoma. He was the offensive analyst. He was an offensive analyst at Oklahoma. Now, guys, the head coach at Mississippi State was a coach at Oklahoma when Coach Loadhost was there. The AD, who is the AD at Mississippi State right now, was the AD at Oklahoma and gave Loadhost his first job. Relationship, guys. Relationships. So now when these people who granted me my first job and I work with, they come calling and asking me, do I want to come? I guarantee you it's probably a little bit of a pay raise because the SEC got a little more money than the Big 12.
True.
And so you know, you take that job for Dancy, you get to go back home to Mississippi. So Coach Prime has elevated people in a magnitude of ways. If you listen to Mike Vick press conference when he got to Norfolk, he said the man asked him who was your first phone call. He said I called Coach Prime. I called Coach Deion Sanders. Asked him this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson was coming to Colorado last year. He was at Colorado a whole lot. Why y'all think he was at Colorado a whole lot?
Trying to get that information.
Come on, guys. Trying to get that information.
Hey man, everybody want that information. How you do it, bro? This is how you do it. Take it with you. Like I say, Coach Prime know he's gonna lose his defensive coordinator. He know he's gonna lose his defensive coordinator in 2 or 3 years. Why you think George Hilo there? Why y'all think George Hilo there? I'm telling you, if Dancy don't come back and get it.
Hey, BWatts, you just said a heck of a thing right there.
He gonna get some training.
I go because sitting right here, people just keep saying, hey, oh, you just sitting under Coach Prime, this, and this. So I go back, I go to the SEC, I get some work, I go make these defensive ends in the SEC monsters of the midway or whatever. Now, when the opportunity presents itself for me to come back to Colorado, maybe as a defensive coordinator in a bigger role, I have a resume outside of Deion Sanders and things of that nature. So it is always about bettering yourself, and that's the thing that Coach Prime is always into, is bettering himself. Now, guys like Coach Hilo, like Coach Big George and Big Sap, the main reason they got into coaching was because they wanted to help their brother. They didn't like what was going on. They wanted what's best for Deion Sanders. So I'm coming here to help my brother turn his program around and get this thing on track. And that's what he's doing. And so don't let nobody tell you that these hires and these HBCUs didn't have nothing to do with Deion Sanders. They had a lot to do with Deion.
Man, I had a lot to do with it, Coach Ray. It had a lot to do with him because of the simple fact is, and that's it. And you talk about Nick Saban and what Nick Saban did. Well, we got to talk about Prime and what Prime has done for these black coaches and these coaches in these positions. And we can't take that away from him. What he is doing. The way he is doing it, and Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick, they hitting the ground running. Deshaun Jackson has got 4 or 5 big time commits. Yeah.
Antonio Gates' son from Michigan State, he got him to commit to come to Delaware State. These guys are hitting the ground running. Now they just finished. I think both of them finalizing their coaching staffs. They'll be out this week, and we'll see what kind of coaches that these guys have hired.
Right.
But it's a lot of ex-football players that want to get into coaching, and Coach Prime saw that they were being excluded from being coaches because people were scared and they were gonna come in and take over the room. So now Coach Prime is opening that door so these guys can get the opportunity, so we can see these great guys that were great football players be great coaches. And who better to tell guys what it is to be in the NFL than guys that have been in the NFL? And so that's just major. Coach Prime needs like you say, he needs to be saluted for what he's done.
He does. He
and
really
also
does.
again, and then the biggest thing is BWatts what he went through to get here. I keep saying that because people just act like they forgot the man almost lost his life coaching football, trying to make young men better. And he didn't run away from it when he got sick or when he got down. He didn't try to get out of football and say, hey, man, I don't need to do this. I can go sit on my ranch and fish and do my thing. No. He got himself back together. He got himself healthy, and now we all reaping the benefits of what he is doing. And then, like I say, and that's the biggest thing with us as content creators, we ought to be thankful. We ought to be thankful that Coach Prime gives us the opportunity to talk about his football team. And because we have well-off videos and reach the people, the pregame net and the pregame show network and all that great stuff, because he has the outlets to where he can shut all this down and just let those guys pump this information and nobody else. They can do that, guys. So we have to be thankful and be positive in what we're saying. I'm not saying that you gotta agree with everything that Coach Prime does, but like I tell anybody with me, hey, if I don't agree with you, I can talk to. If I can't call you personally, it ain't nothing for us to talk about. Because I most definitely ain't finna get out here in these streets and talk about you. So if I can't talk to you personally, I might as well keep it to myself. You get what I'm saying? Because who is that helping? You getting out here talking about somebody on live or doing something? Who is that helping? That ain't helping them. You trying to make them look bad. It ain't helping them. So we just got to do our part as fans and guys that's pushing this great CU content to do what we can to make sure that this content and that parents and kids feel comfortable coming to the University of Colorado.
Right. All right, Coach Ray, I got another question for you. There's a lot of talk out there on social media, as you know. Like I was telling my brother, if I don't talk about it, who's going to talk about it? I got to share some positivity on this. They're saying that now that JuJu Lewis is not a first-round draft pick. Man, who y'all trying to fool out there? Who y'all trying to promote out there, trying to knock another man down just to bring up somebody else? If you look at Shador was a first round draft pick in Jackson State. If you showed me with the quarterback class that's coming out this year, tell me why he ain't a Coach Ray. I want you to tell me why he's not a first round draft pick this year coming out of college this year.
Well,
you can't tell me why.
What you want me to make up some? What you want me to do? Make up some lies?
Not only I'm to the naysayer. Not only he gonna be a first round draft pick, he gonna be picked in the first 3 picks.
Well, what we do know today, BWatts, is we know what the
what happened in the draft today. Anybody change the New England? Man, I heard coach.
Yeah, they did. They they did. They fired him. Bro, right after the game. They say now it's coming out to say that he knew he was gonna get fired before the game or whatever. But
that's why he went on wrong.
That's why they say that might be why he went out there and made sure he won. So now the Tennessee Titans have the first pick. I think the Cleveland Browns have the second pick and the Giants have the third pick.
Oh, that means the Raiders gonna have to trade up if they want to do it.
The Raiders gonna have to do some maneuvering to trade up. Here's the thing. So when you think about it, the Titans did draft a quarterback last year. I think they drafted Drake May. Or was it? It might have hold on. That was the Patriots that drafted Drake May. So the Titans might take the Titans might take him number 1.
No, the Titans drafted what his name? Man, what that quarterback name? Go ahead, Coach Ray. I didn't mean to cut you out. They drafted somebody.
So the Giants. Listen, boy, I'm gonna have a real fit of. I don't want him to go to Cleveland. I don't want him to go to.
I hate to cut him. I hate to cut his blessing, but I don't want him to go there either, man.
I don't. Okay, there you go. Will they drafted Will Levis. They drafted Will Levis last year, right? That's who the Titans drafted. They drafted Will Levis.
Okay.
That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. He got drafted when my kid got drafted. He was in the same draft class with Anthony Richardson.
I know. Hey, Coach Ray, I don't mean to cut you off, but listen. The Minnesota Vikings got a quarterback now, but they drafted a quarterback. That's the quarterback I'm thinking that they gonna trade, and he might go to some other team. I hope he go to Tennessee. What his name? Y'all help me in the chat. Who the Minnesota?
You talking about the Minnesota quarterback right now?
Yeah, they drafted somebody, but he ain't playing. They drafted him last year.
I don't know who they drafted.
JJ McCarthy.
I don't know.
Appreciate it, JJ McCarthy. You remember him?
Yeah, I remember who you're talking about, but
from Michigan.
From Michigan. Yeah. But he's no Shador. He's no Shador Sanders.
What you saying? But talk about that. The media keep saying that this dude ain't a first. He's been a first round draft pick. Oh yeah, they want to go off that little bowl game.
Well, again, they just don't want Dion because they don't want Dion to have to be talked about. Because if Shador goes number 1, then it's another win for Dion. He just got a guy to win the Heisman. Like I told y'all, they tired of Deion Sanders winning because now you got to talk about him. There's no Nick Saban, there's no Nick Saban in college football to save us no more, right? Look, guys, look, black people, you gonna have a black football coach in the national championship.
We gotta talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that.
We know that for sure, right? So look at what's happening. Kirby Smart, who was supposed to be the next Nick Saban. That ain't happening. Alabama, we don't know what's going on with them. And now the rumor is that the Texas coach, Sarkisian, might be getting an NFL job.
Wow.
So Now, who is the face of college football?
Coach Prime.
Deion Sanders. Coach Prime and Deion Sanders. And that's just not what they want. But everybody know that's a lie. Everybody knows that kid. It's him and Cam Ward. It's him and Cam Ward. Most people you talk to, some people like Cam a little better, some should do a little better. Polish-wise, if you're just talking about polish-wise, you talking about Shedeur Sanders. Again, because you're getting a Peyton Manning, Tom Brady type of quarterback, a guy who knows how to read defenses, knows what he's looking at. But again, guys, he's going into a new situation. And he's not going to have the complete control of a playbook like he did at Colorado. He didn't have it like that at Jackson State, if y'all go back and watch. If you go back and watch them first few years at Jackson, he wasn't audible and out of plays. He was running the plays that the offensive coordinators were calling. That's why we had a lot more rushing yards and stuff of that nature, because Shedeur was calling the plays that were being sent in to him. So now he's going to another spot, and again, for a rookie quarterback, the best thing is to have a good running game. So any coach that gets him is going to try to make sure that he has a solid running game. So I don't know what them guys are saying. Shedeur Sanders will be a top 3 pick for sure. Like I say, I just don't want him to go to Cleveland. So, you know.
I don't want to go to Tennessee either, bro. I'm being honest, man.
But
I ain't gonna. Hey, y'all cut that part out, man. I ain't trying to kill the guy. I don't want to hear me say that.
I do think that Tennessee has. They're gonna listen to a lot of trade offers because they got the guy Will Levis there. So I think they are going to listen to a lot of trade offers. But you're going to have to give them a mighty ransom. You're going to have to give up a couple of first rounders, probably some money, and a player.
They know how bad they want him, man.
And so now, if you the Raiders, that's what you're asking yourself. How bad do you want him? How much will it take?
I'm sure Prime on that phone. I'm sure he's trying to
like
work
you say, right now you know exactly where you know what the format is. He won't get past 3. He won't get past 3.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He won't, because the Giants are at 3. No, we don't want the Browns is at 2. We don't want to go 2.
If I'm the Browns, I'm gonna say, hey, Coach Ryan, he coming. I don't care what you say. I got to turn my franchise around.
But the thing is, here's the biggest thing though. BWatts is, they got that. Deshaun Watson still got that guaranteed money. His whole contract guaranteed.
Shit, trade him out. Like they did Kirk Cousins, and he's sad for it.
Yeah, but who gonna take on that contract?
I don't know.
That's guaranteed money.
Them owners out there, friends, them billionaires, they friends, boy. They roll together. They go help each other.
Yeah, they roll together. But hey, listen, but they was very upset when with the Browns when they guaranteed him every dollar.
Look at the line of 5
Oh yeah, listen, but they ain't get, but Kirk Cousins was guaranteed every dollar that when he signed. Was he?
He got a no trade clause. He got all that. He got all that. Well, y'all need to. Boy, I don't know what to say about that. That is ridiculous. They talking about. They already saying out today, boy. They said they need to fight the head coach, the GM, and all, boy. It's us talking like that, boy, over there on Twitter, boy. I be saying, boy, they hell over there today, boy. But anyway, let me talk about this right quick before I let you go. The college playoff, right? Boy, I swear, Oregon was gonna win this thing with the talent they have. It done showed me right now, after 3 years, Dan Lanning can't win a big game.
He can't. He talk a big game.
He got the talent. I didn't know his line was that. But Coach Ray, what shocked me, I didn't know his offensive line was that small. They were small, bro.
Well, the thing is, you playing
They
over there
got
on the
big
West
children.
Coast, and you not used to that kind of physical. But again, I keep telling y'all, just because you pay for all these great athletes and you got unlimited money, and you spending old boy money like you want to, that don't guarantee you no wins. You still got to go out there and play. And I done told y'all want to win. You put them Florida boys in. That kid Jeremy, that kid, hey, listen, we for real. We ain't here to play. And I mean, I think Dan Lanning probably regretting not taking a couple of these other jobs right now.
Oh, I know he is.
Because I don't think
I know he is.
I think that I don't know if he's gonna be able to ever get it done at Oregon.
Man, he got so much
I just don't know.
Like I mean, he got to ease it. He
yeah,
gonna be in the playoff next year.
He might will, but what that means if you ain't with it?
Where else he gonna get a guarantee sure in the playoff now? Where else he gonna go?
Well, you ain't gonna be a shoe in because Michigan coming. Michigan coming back. Michigan doing what they supposed to do. They coming back. Ohio State gonna be around.
Yeah, that's the only team out there can compete with him.
Penn State, Franklin say he gonna be around, but I don't know.
They did a good guy. He always mess up at the end. He messed up at the end too. But he got a good running back. He got a good quarterback, and he got a good tight end. I give him that. And another thing, the University of Georgia. Boy, Kirby Smart got out-coached on national TV. He got out-coached on national TV, bro, by Notre Dame coach and Manhammer. So who you like going forward?
I said this earlier.
Who you like going forward? Both my team don't.
Whoever win out of the Texas and the Ohio State game gonna win the national championship. No disrespect to Franklin or Penn State. I just think those two teams gonna have too much up front.
Notre Dame beat a team that quarterback didn't throw for but 70 yards. I said, boy.
What I'm telling you is, if you really sit down and you watch the games, if these other teams come to play a little bit, Penn State in trouble. But the teams they were playing, they didn't come to play.
I know.
It's
too much time off. You don't think the team that got the bye that's hurting it?
I do.
Hey, 3 weeks off.
I do. I think that nobody should get a bye. If I'm one of the teams that's a bye, that's the one thing I'm telling the NCAA. Hey, we're not doing no byes next year. I need to play. Everybody needs to play in the first round, because everybody that had a bye, they lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody that had a bye, they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Because some of them was off a month, almost a month without playing.
Yeah,
that's just too long to be asking.
Long, man.
That's just too long. That's just too long to ask kids to be sitting, not getting ready to play. So next year, I think all 12 teams need to play in the first round. If you win your conference, you just automatically gonna get a home game.
That's it.
But
that's
just not playing. Yeah, just not playing. That's not cool. Cause I just think that gave those kids that was a real disadvantage. But I was definitely hurt. I was definitely hurt for Scatterboo. And I don't want to hear no more about Mr. Gentry. Scatterboo, the best running back in college football.
Hey, I looked out my door this morning. Here, he's still running. I went to the mailbox. I said, "Damn, who that running? Scatterboo?" I said, "Damn, we still running." That boy tough, boy.
Hey man, what I'm saying is, when you lose and they still think you the MVP, that tells you a lot.
It is.
When you lose and
they
still
give you the trophy,
and they give you and they walk into the press conference and give you the trophy, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I don't think it's a better running back. He reminds me of Mike Allscott. I just hope he going. I hope what I'm hoping is I'm waiting on them to declare for the NFL because I do not want them to come back and have to be running in the Big 12 and we have to play them. So that's what I'm waiting on them to declare because he can come back and play another year. He can come back and play.
No, don't do that, bro. He need to
come
go on
back
to the
and play
league.
another year.
Go on to the league, man. He got to go to the league, what? I mean, how you gonna beat this year? He can't beat this year. And plus, they already don't sign up. They Scatterboot that the Army. They got that running back from Army coming in.
Who cares? That's Scatterboot.
Who cares?
You gotta remember.
He ran for 1,300 yards.
Who cares? We talking about Scatterboot.
Man, Scatterboot did now. That coach want to do Scatterboot right. Tell him to go to the league. He gonna be the first. He should be the first running back taken. Cowboys should jump on him. Even though I know they want Gentry.
He won't. A lot of people want Gentry, but the only thing with both of them is just a lot of miles been put on. That's why running back gets so devalued. A guy like them, and that's why you want to have a 2-back, maybe even a 3-back system because of the mileage. Like Scatterboot and Gentry have a lot of miles on them. They have a lot of miles on them.
Yeah, Gentry, yeah.
They got a lot of time. You talking about 12? You talking about 12 games? They probably touched the ball 30 times in each one of them football games just this year. I'm just talking about this year. They probably touched the ball about 30 times a game. That's a lot of mileage. But I want Scatterboot or Gentry to go to the Cowboys. They need a running back bad. They need a lot of stuff bad at the Cowboys.
Yeah, they do. They need a whole lot.
They need a lot at the Cowboys.
They need to start with the coach.
I'm
trying not to talk about coaching, but
yeah, but no. But I mean, we'll see tomorrow. Like I say, right now the only coach I know that got fired is Mayo, and I just think that's a shame. I mean, you only get the guy a year, and y'all put it in time.
You gotta worry. 2 more gonna join tomorrow. 2 more gonna join him tomorrow. You ain't gotta worry.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, the Jets already know. You already know the Jets looking for a head coach and somebody else. But I think the Jets. I got a strong feeling the Jets gonna hire Rex Ryan again. I got a strong feeling that the Jets gonna hire Rex Ryan again.
New England gonna get Tennessee old coach. Vrabel.
Yeah, I believe that. Vrabel.
He done changed the Instagram. He done changed the Instagram page. He don't change his photo.
Yeah, I believe
him already. I said, damn.
Who did, Vrabel?
Yeah, he done turned it to New England.
Yeah. I'm more than likely he gonna be the coach there. But the Saints is gonna hire the black guy. What's his name? But look like the Saints gonna hire
a black guy.
Then I can't think of. Yeah, the black their defensive coordinator. That's who they gonna hire. I think the Saints gonna hire their defensive coordinator.
From Detroit. From Detroit.
Yeah. From Detroit, the DC from Detroit. Yeah, I think he's gonna be their head coach. So
who the MVP? Josh Allen.
So it's got to be Lamar.
Lamar Jackson.
It's got to be Lamar. I think if Saquon, they let Saquon play, and he break Eric Dickerson record. I think you gotta have a long look at Saquon, but they didn't play Saquon today, so he didn't break the record. So I just think you got to give it to Lamar. What Lamar Jackson did this year, I like Josh Allen. I think he's a great quarterback.
I love Josh Allen.
I just don't know if he can get over the hump. So these next couple of weeks gonna really tell. The thing with Lamar is Lamar can't go out in the first round of the play. Well, if they got to buy, then they good. But if they got to play in the first round, Lamar can't lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
Because if he go out in the first round of the playoffs, they're gonna give the MVP to Josh Allen. But right now, if you asking me, Lamar Jackson the MVP.
Okay, I'll take that. We're gonna win tonight. Detroit, Minnesota.
I got Detroit because I just like the way they play. I like everything about Detroit. I like their coach. I like his grittiness. I like the way he coach. I like the way they play. So I like Detroit. I got Detroit winning the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna tell nobody no lies. I got Detroit Lions winning the Super Bowl this year. I just think they got all the tools. I think they play for each other. They're the best, well put together football team. And when I say football team, I mean in every aspect. When you look at them, offense, defense, special teams, and it look like they play for each other. They look like they having fun. I just think they're the best football team in college football. I mean, in the NFL. So I got the Detroit Lions winning the whole thing.
All right, last one, I'm going to let you go. What's going on with San Francisco 49 organization last 2 seasons?
I think they done ran their course. I just think, sometimes you just run your course. I think they have ran their course with their coach and everything. I just don't. I mean, they got the ball players. It's got to be something. I don't know if the coach has lost the locker room or what, but it's got to be something.
It's something.
I'm pretty sure Debo.
He's a heck of a coach not to be winning. Like they got too much talent too.
He a heck of a football. He a heck of a a football coach. And somebody will pick him up. He'll be a head football coach.
Right.
Again, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just done ran your course. What's the guy that was the Georgia football coach before Kirby? He could never win the big games. He could always win 10 games, but he could never.
Yeah, Mark Richt.
You get what I'm saying? Mark Richt. Yeah, Mark Richt. That's what I think just happened with him in the 49ers. I just think he ran his course. I think they need a new voice in there. And so I just think if I was them, that's what I will be looking at. Because
the job Jim Harbaugh have done at San Diego Chargers.
A great job. I mean, he's a football coach through and through. You just got to give a guy like Harbaugh time. He gonna turn something into a championship. That's just what he believes in old school football. He's not gonna change the way he thinks. He thinks one way. He gonna coach it that way. If you don't want Jim Harbaugh to coach his way, he not gonna be there. And that's why I like him, because he doesn't really budge on the way he is. He's straightforward. He tell you what he thinking. He tell you what he want. I like Harbaugh. You got him. He got a good quarterback there. So I think he'll be in the runnings next year. He'll be in the runnings next year for a Super Bowl or something, because that's what he's always done. Everywhere he's won, everywhere he's won, he's been a winner. Stanford, the 49ers, Michigan, everywhere he's been a winner.
All right, last one. Look like Coach Prime trying to beef that offensive line up. How many offensive line you think he need going in to the season? First game against Georgia State. How many offensive line?
That we need ready to play?
Yeah.
We're going to need anywhere from 10 to 12 ready to play.
12?
Yeah, 12 at the high number. But like I said, you need your first team, your first and second team. You need them always. You always need them ready, because again, in offensive line, you one injury away from being the starter. You one roll up on a knee, roll up on an ankle. Offensive and defensive linemen get hurt quicker in the trenches than anything. So if you in the too deep, you one play away from being the player, being the guy that got to go in, and then you get two guys that's versatile. So that's why I say 12 in all that's ready to go play. I think these freshmen that we got coming in, at least one of them guys are going to start. That's just me. It's either going to be Smitty or it's going to be Chauncey Gooden, but one of them guys are going to start. Cash going to have to work hard to start again this year, but I believe in that kid. I just think he has what it takes. Another great off season, but this guy that we just signed, we know he's going to come in and try to work. Houston, I think we won't get Houston back till mid-season. I don't think he'll be ready at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So I think we'll get him back, and I think if we get all the guys that we want to get on the offensive line, I think Tyler Brown is going to strictly play defense next year. That's just me. I think Tyler Brown.
I want to see him on defense.
I think he's going to strictly play defense. So I like that. I like that. I like the way we going, but I think we need to have 12 ready to play come Georgia Tech.
All right, guys. Appreciate you tonight, man. Y'all watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, along with Coach Dre. We want to thank him for being a part of the show tonight, and want to thank everybody who participated in the chat and who tuned in to the show. And don't forget, if you're a sponsor, you want to sponsor the show, let us know, email me, contact me, and we'll get you going. Once again, thank y'all for watching Sports Talk with BWatts. Coach Dre gonna give you the last word.
We appreciate everybody. Like I said, we hope everybody had a great Christmas and a blessed New Year's. We want you guys to have everything that you want and everything you deserve, but you gotta be a blessing to be a blessing. It's a blessing to be a blessing, man. Don't never block your blessing by not helping someone out. Everyone needs help. No one is not exempt from needing help, and when you need help, ask for help. If you don't ask, you receive not because you ask not. Also, we want to send our prayers out to the people in Jackson, Coach Prime, and the Colorado staff on the loss of Lieutenant McGee. That's I know it's very hard for Coach Prime and those guys. He came with Coach Prime from Jackson, and also for the people in that Jackson community, we send our prayers and our love out to you guys. That's why I tell y'all all the time, man, love on your people while you can.
Also, Kirby Smart
while you can. You can't take nothing for granted. But yeah, Kirby Smart too, as well. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're doing good. No, you good.
Go ahead. Okay, and to those 15 people that lost their lives in that tragic attack early this week, man, we send our prayers and our condolences out to you and your family. Y'all love on your people while you can. Man, if you holding some hate or some kind of animosity against somebody in your family, fix it. Fix it. I'm asking you to fix it. Call them tonight and just you ain't gotta. All you gotta do is say it's over with. I love you. We moving forward. Fix it. Because the last thing you want is for somebody to call you and tell you that they ain't here no more and you can't fix it. Because talking to somebody in the casket, it ain't really what you want to do. So like we say, we appreciate y'all rocking with me and BWatts tonight. To my brother, man, get well. Hope you feel better. To everybody else that's been rocking with us, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Again, New Year, same thing. We're going to keep that positive energy. When you come over here, man, we're going to always, like I say, I'm just a nobody trying to bless somebody. And like I always tell you, if you send those ships out, those ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be run if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother, BWatts. God bless you. We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Appreciate it, bro.
There from Arizona, but back-to-back weeks, Mr. Hood is just making plays.
I'm happy for you. Get dressed, go to class, make sure you pay attention. And you official, man. It's now, like I told you, this is day one in the 2025 Big 12 championship. Montrez Walker. Boom. What I tell y'all, championship pieces.
What's up, Bub Nation? It's Montrez Walker, linebacker from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm excited to get the boat soon and work. Let's do it. Yeah!
Colorado's got a big commit coming in out of high school, and JuJu Lewis. What were those conversations like? Because obviously playing time and getting a chance to show what you can do is a big part of committing somewhere. So did they promise anything? Did they tell you this, you'll get a chance, an opportunity? What did they say to you that gave you the confidence of, I've got a shot to make my name here as well?
Yeah, no promises, all competition, and I'm willing to come in and compete. JuJu, he's a younger guy, of course, so they wanted somebody in the room that can mentor him and help him come into college and feel comfortable, and they felt like I was that guy that can do that. I also feel like I'm that guy that can do that. I've met JuJu at the Elite 11. I was an Elite 11 counselor this year. So I've met JuJu before, and I just recently met him again once I went out there for the bowl game. Very, very cool dude, and he's a playmaker. One of the best quarterbacks in his class. So just being able to compete and go out there and do what we have to do and help each other, build each other up. So it's all love over there, and it'll be a great competition between us, and that'll be there. It was no promises, all competition.
What's the ultimate goal?
Of course, QB1.
Okay. And the league, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Got to ask.
Hey, Slide. Go first.
He's one. Deion is a gift that keeps on giving for us. It was
he is a content machine.
Oh my God, it was great. Content is king. I don't care whether you hate him or love him. He's one. He's proven that he can coach.
Here's the thing that's going to be really interesting. They don't have that NIL money, okay, that the Ohio States and that some of the other. He is relying solely on the transfer portal, and he just got one of the best defensive players in the country to come over from Alabama. And you talk about a great coach makes the entire organization better. So the applications for the University of Colorado, just for kids to go there, up 20%.
Can you say Thorpe? Turn around. Looking square in the camera. Thorpe, and I called it first.
Let's hear it from the West Side.
Social anxiety I feel, and I've been this way for some years. I don't really get along with my peers. Everything that they do to me is weird. So in a world full of weirdos, fools and scrubs, and I know, and I know, and I know, and I know, I'm working hard on what I see. And I feel like I love you. Deep in my heart, I don't think I can live this life without you. Yeah, Will. I know you're gonna put a rage on.